Hey everyone, Django here. Today we're going to fly out the Spitfire LF Mark 9. What can you expect from me in this video today? I'll show you 3 matches. I give you a little bit of history on this plane, and in the 3 matches we'll look at what this plane can do. I'll see you in the match. Hey guys, so here we are in the match. Let's talk a little bit about the Mark 9s and the LF Mark 9s. Supermarine Spitfire was a British single-engine all-metal low-wing monoplane, and while the Mark 7 and Mark 8 were being designed, a Mark 3 was tested in September 1941 with a Merlin 60 in the hope of developing an interim fighter to use as a stopgap measure against the Focke-Wulf 190s, which were running supreme. The new Spitfire performed exceptionally well and was rushed into production as the Mark 9. The Air Fighting Development Unit described the Mark 9 as an outstandingly better plane than the Mark 5, especially above 20,000 feet. And even though it was not filled with the modified control services under development for the Mark 7 and the Mark 8, the Mark 9 was more than capable of meeting the Focke-Wulf 190 on favorable terms. The Mark 9 was fitted with the Type C universal wing and originally carried the tried and tested combination of 2 20mm cannons and 4 7.6mm machine guns. In the later versions, the 4 machine guns were replaced by 2 50 cals. Now, the production of the LF Mark 9s, frequently referred to as the Spitfire 9B, initially ran in parallel with the Merlin 63 powered versions. This version first became operational in March 1943 with the Biggin Hill wing, comprised at the time of the 611th Squadron and the 341st Free France Squadron. This type was by far the most produced of the Spitfire Mark 9 variants, with over 4,000 built. The maximum power of the Merlin 66, which was used for the LFs, was 1720 horsepower at 5,750 feet, and the maximum speed of the Spitfire LF9 was 404 miles per hour or 650 kilometers an hour. The Spitfire LF Mark 9 is very much a short-ranged point interceptor fighter and the standout fighter in the mid-Spitfire lineup. It features an exceptional rate of climb while still retaining the maneuverability of its earlier lineage. The LF Mark 9 is considered by most to be the perfect Spitfire due to its balanced all-round performance and statistics. The last of the Merlin engine Spitfires, before progressing to Griffon powered variants, has the perfect balance of turning performance as well as its boom and zoom capability that becomes more possible with the later model Spitfires. So this plane was basically capable of everything. It had a great climb, it kept the great turning capacity of the earlier Spitfires, and it could boom and zoom as well as it could retain its speed very well. This has already been shown a little bit here as I keep climbing up in this match and then fall on my enemies in a sort of boom and zoom energy fighting capacity here. I only use its turn capabilities in necessary moments. As you know, I hold to the opinion that turn fighting in a crowded area is the death of you. And even though it's arcade, I'm not one to throw away my planes. I want to stay alive as long as possible, use my plane to its utmost ability, and thus avoid death as long as possible. And the best way to do this is boom and zooming and energy fighting instead of turn fighting, although it can be used in an emergency, of course, and it does exceptionally well at that. Now this BF-109 was booming at me, but he didn't zoom away to safety all that well. So we are capable here of taking revenge for that action of his. We are holding one airfield at the moment, the opponent is as well, and one is neutral. I've got two guys here pitching up at me, although the other one chose a different target now, but the King Cobra there is coming my way and shooting. He's turning off now for some reason, don't know, maybe because he was getting shot at. I shoot his right wing on fire. Slot in on his tail, as I can outturn him of course. I saw another guy come in here, so I turned off him and I get punished for that because I get the assist. Somebody else swooped in and got that kill. I got 8 kills at the moment. The enemy took over the sea airfield and now has 2. So we are under pressure. The tickets are not running in our favor. I'm approaching sea here with a big furball there on my right. An isolated I-185 here. And a Focke-Wulf 190 there on the left and high. Spitfire is being killed here. We see this Heinkel coming in here. We try to get a shot at it. And we shoot him down. And we turn in here. 2 enemies approaching one of our allies. It's a Spitfire. Take the lead. And he goes down. We avoid the guns of this opponent here. I couldn't quite see what it was, as I was in the fog. A B-25 here. And a Yak 9 who is after 2 of my allies there. We try to save the sea fire there, if possible, but we are running straight into the enemy here. This is gonna be fun. And we dive underneath 2 incoming opponents. And we've got a lot behind us, so I'm maneuvering here. Getting some hits. Focke-Wulf 190 crashing into the ground. Focke-Wulf 190 behind me. We loop over. An I-185 there. Taking a shot at the Focke-Wulf, shoot him down. Sea Fury there. And we got the Sea Fury as well. And we still got guys behind us. And here our tail section gets shot off. Unfortunately, 13 kills in. Hey guys, so we're on Spain in this match. We are climbing as best we can. And we've got several opponents coming into range here. Now the most dangerous of these opponents that are coming in are on my left on altitude. Roughly the same as me. 4 of them. Or 5 if you count the Wellington. Although that Spitfire is going down there. We've got a P-47, a Spitfire and a 109 coming in. And the Spitfire is coming dangerously close. 109 as well. Now the Spitfire focuses on the guy on my right. So take a pot shot on the 109 and shoot him down before he can answer that. And here's the Spitfire, it's a 2B. And he's also done. Now keep that name in the and keep it into your memory. That was Cobra 303 or something. Because he'll be coming back for me. Ally thanks me for shooting the guy on his tail there. Morich. P-47 here below me. Now those shots unfortunately miss. But these one don't. I get a pilot snipe there on him. Now his Cobra 303 there is trying to climb again, and he hasn't forgotten me, because he's coming straight at me. Nah, he looks to be coming. Let's see what we can do there. Now, the match is going very equally right now. About the same ticket count. Now here he comes. He wants revenge. I often see this happen when people... but he does change there because he saw somebody coming and he thought, if I pitch up at this guy, he's going to shoot me down. I follow him, see if the fire doesn't go out, but he doesn't, so my ally shoots him because... So again, head on, I go up, critical hit. I didn't want to go any further into range with this Corsair, because I hold the higher energy, I have the cards in my hand basically, and a head on is in his favor as he is coming from below. And I don't want to give him too much favor there. But looping over and then dropping down on him again solves the problem, and he's down. Gives me 4 kills. I'm trying to climb again. Now you see behind this Peshka, there's Cobra again. And he seems to be coming in my general direction again, as he still did not forget me. Of course, he has been climbing from the start, so he does not hold as much energy as me, but I still have to be careful because, like I said in the history about this plane earlier, this is an exceptional climber. One of the few planes in game that has its stat card saying 40 plus climb rate. Not that you can trust the stat cards, but it is one of the better climbers in this game. The Cobra takes somebody on his altitude. He decides to climb, but he comes straight into my guns. So that's Cobra 303 for the second time shot down. And that gives me my 5th kill in this match. Now we're running a little bit behind here on our tickets. So I'm on altitude and I haven't seen many bombers come by, but I do see this B-25 coming in here. He seems to be turning for me, and I don't want to go for a head-on with this guy. So I avoid him here. I have to loop over and get behind him, because this thing needs to die. In regards to our tickets, we don't want his bombs to drop on our targets. I miss it here. He was maneuvering against me. But the Focke-Wulf 190, which I saved in the beginning, the D9, Morich, he was still in my neighborhood. And he kills him, so that's good. Now here's our friend again, Cobra 303. He's climbing again, he's got another Spitfire lined up. Now, there's nothing else for me to do here. That Heinkel is going the other way, he's going to the right. And this Spitfire is right beneath me. Now let's see what happens. Now we do get a hit in, but I don't want to go for a full head on here. As again, I've got the higher energy state, so that would be a shame. And here we have a much easier shot. And there he goes for the 3rd time. Now his mood probably is not the best right now, being shot down 3 times by the same guy. But we all have that matches sometimes. Now we picked up a tail, we got a Yak 3 on our ass. He's more than a kilometer out. The P-47 here. Now I have faith that my Spitfire can outturn both of these guys. So I decide to go into a turn fight with the P-47. And he goes for the deck here. And I do decide to follow him as I looked at the tickets and I realized that we're probably going to lose. I want to get a few more kills in, get some extra research points. But this guy is doing some nice maneuvers here. And I just aim not too good here in this instance. I don't have any more cannons, so that is not gonna happen. So we didn't get that last guy, unfortunately. And I wouldn't have left altitude if the match would not be over almost. So 6 kills in that match, Survivor and Hero of Terror of the Sky. Jump to the next one. Hey guys, so here we are in the third match. We are climbing a little bit to the side here. But there's not really side climbing in arcade matches because the map just ain't big enough. We're full whipping, we're at 4,000 meters. We're at bomber altitude here. And I'm checking what I've got coming in here. Got about 6 fighters trying to climb to altitude of the opponent. Enemy team. Pretty good if you got like 6 players trying to climb. But they don't seem to be coming to the center of the map here too much. Two guys to the side, one gets shot down there by that Bearcat. I got 2 below me and this Wellington, but this Wellington is shot down by one of my allies. So I just check my surroundings and I decide to attack the Spitfire here, who is then going for our guys. So I'm now diving towards my own spawn point, which is always my preference, because I'm diving towards respawning friendly players. So I take the lead here on the Spitfire LF Mark 9, and I make a little bit of a climbing corkscrew here and then loop over to see if I can save this ally, but he's already on fire, this ally, so unfortunately I'm too late there. But this Spitfire is a good target and he maneuvers himself into the ground, which gives me the kill. A G model 109 here. Take the lead there, kill him with a Bearcat. Lines up as the perfect next target. And there goes my cannons, I missed them, so I don't want to, again, I changed my angle here because I don't want to fly straight into a whole furball of enemies. I do turn in here to help my ally with 2 guys on his tail. Get the G6 here with a nice shot. 2 more guys here, Tempest. He's down. My ally is still alive. So I helped him there. I got an assist on that guy. 2 kills and an assist for that, and I saved my ally who's in his Typhoon there. I call that a good result for that little encounter there. I'm at 5 kills, trying to get some altitude, checking behind me what's going on. Again, I do this reload stuff because I was already also reloading here. Fly back to my own zone. Always do that, never reload and look around while you're flying towards the enemy spawn. That's not helpful. I've got Focke-Wulf 190 A model coming in here. Now, rolling scissors here. It's an A4. He can turn with me. I will eventually win this. But he's got a good roll rate, so that's working for him. But one of my allies comes in, kills him. Got a Mustang coming in here. And a P51. And I get shot by somebody, one of those guys. I was not happy with that. I was actually cursing so loud at my girlfriend. I gave her a little scare. There's a D9 here. I'd love to shoot him down, because that's a very good plane. I gotta hit him, shoot him on fire. See what he does. He's still trying to get some of my allies, so I shoot him, and there he goes. Look, at destroyed. 7 kills. Now I was quite lucky there. I had a fire myself and the fire went off. You don't always have that. So I consider myself lucky to still be flying. But yeah, sometimes you just gotta take that, you know. Sometimes you're lucky, sometimes you're not. Now the plane is still in pretty good working conditions. I'm trying to find a target here, but they get shot down before I get close. It is those coming into range, but he's shot down by the by one of those two allies. So here we go for a typhoon. Maybe we can get a shot here. Yeah, we can get a shot. We do get a hit, but somebody else gets him. Fair enough, as the moment I started firing he was shot on fire, so also wasn't my fire. Now tickets slightly in our favor here. It looks good. We got a 109 approaching and a lot of the enemy near the deck, just like us. Big group of us here also by the deck. Everything I aim for right here gets shot down. Spitfire coming in. I gave it a pot shot there, but he came for a head-on, so turned off. Head-ons usually result in well, you have a high chance, especially when it's already that close, to die. I do get this Focke-Wulf in the end, but it doesn't count after the result hits. So we win that match, got 7 kills in, pretty nice. Will we finally get a talisman? Nah, nope. Still don't have one talisman in this game. Unreal, really. Anyway, I'll see you in the conclusion. Hey guys, so here we are after the match. Now those were 3 very enjoyable matches. I had been looking for a longer match the last 2 days, as I've been flying this plane a lot and for long hours. But I could not find a long match. The longest match actually was the 3 airfield domination match that you saw with 13 kills, but unfortunately I got shot down, so didn't think that was enough to show you in a video. So I kept looking for a long match, but even my domination matches were short for some reason. I had a lot of these matches like 6-0, 7-0, 7-1, 8-1, 5-0, 4-0 and short matches the last few days, so I decided to pick a few of those and just glue them together in a compilation of 3 matches. Hope you enjoy that. This Spitfire LF Mark 9 is really a great plane. Like I said before in the history, it has a great climb rate, it is very capable of a boom and zoom capacity, even energy fighting it does well, and of course when you get forced into turn fighting it's one of the best. I mean, the stat cards are not fully reliable, but a 14.8 turn time and a 43.9 climb rate basically given a slight indication to what this plane is capable of. If you are climbing in the start of the match and you do it with some webbing, then you will be the highest plane up there. His battle rating is 5.3, so you will face jet now and then, but not too often, if you keep it in a 5.3 lineup. Its armament is the 20mm Hispanos and the 7.7 Browning machine guns. Armor, good protection for the pilot and for the fuel tanks. So this plane, like all Spitfires, is very enjoyable to fly, as it gives you a lot of capability to vary your style. You can go from boom and zooming to energy fighting and turn fighting, and with this climb rate you can go back up in no time and go back to boom and zooming. So all around good, nice, enjoyable, and I definitely recommend you flying this plane out a little more often. So I hope you enjoyed this little clips. If you did, make sure to like the video, leave me a comment, and if you want to see more, subscribe. I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.